Let's meet some people tonight. Oh, Jesus. I'm sorry I got so drunk, you guys. Who's a terrible person? Who's the worst person ever?
Wait,
that guy's hand went up first.
45 hands went up. I love that.
Well, everybody feels like they're a bad person.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd just like to say, anytime anyone blocks anyone on Twitter, that person deserved it. I'm sorry. I see all these people, why'd you block me? I don't know, I'm sure you deserved it.
Well, let's hear his story. Do you want to come up?
Let's work it out.
Let's hear it. This guy's been blocked by Spencer on Twitter. Yo, he's blocked by Spencer. Oh, fuck.
He can't read my tweet to Spencer.
What's your name, sir?
Mark.
Pardon?
Mark.
Mark. Hello, Mark.
This guy. No, I don't know.
It was brief. He doesn't actually remember me.
What did you tweet?
It was during the Ferguson riots.
Yeah, I get worked up over those.
Neither of us are racist at all. That's why I kind of feel bad about it, because we're kind of on the same side. But he tweeted some Martin Luther King quote that made it sound like he would have loved the riots, and I disagreed, and we got in a little argument, and then I didn't even realize he blocked me until like months later, actually, and I tried to tweet at him.
That's how I do it. I don't do it right away. You think everything's cool, and then fuck.
He might not even have done it that night. He might have just, I don't know if he was just thinking about it for a while or what, but at some point he went back.
This feels like a particular tragedy because you guys both love Martin Luther King.
I don't think it's a tragedy. I just think it's life, man. People drift in and out. Sometimes you catch a wave. Sometimes you catch the beach. I just think that life is okay. I don't know. So that sounds vaguely familiar. Here's the thing about Martin Luther King. He says that people, riots aren't great, but people only do it when literally nothing else has worked thus far. I think it's pretty valid. Also, I think that white people shouldn't be talking about what Martin Luther King meant if it's not in the support of black people. Like, maybe he said stuff that wouldn't support black people in their struggles, but I'll wait for a black guy to say that, and that might be racist, I'll admit it. I guess it's not.
Spencer's admitting he's racist. What do you have to say?
I agree with that. Well, the second point's kind of weird because he's the one quoting him, but the first point I agree with, but we weren't able to talk about it further.
And you know what? I think that's fine. I'm fine with the outcome. No offense.
Because you got blocked, so the discussion had to cease. You must have said something fucked up.
Will you accept my apology, Spencer?
What's up?
Will you accept my apology?
Yeah, no, it's not like I'm like super upset. It's just when I block someone, I'm like, am I gonna lose by not having to see this guy's tweets anymore? And that's a very high bar. It honestly is. Like, yeah. I mean, Dan might pass that bar, but very few people. And Dan's a great tweeter. He's great on Twitter.
Thanks.
But yeah, it's just that. It's like if someone sends me a tweet that like makes me upset or sad, it's like, I don't want to feel like that anymore. Oh, wait, I don't have to.
I don't get on Twitter for this.
Yeah.
But that's what I tell people. I don't
and
get on Twitter for this.
And it really isn't personal. It's just, it's a knee-jerk reaction.
You didn't get on Twitter for that?
I didn't take it.
Boo! Boo! No. You're
Mark,
okay.
I didn't take it personally, but don't you think that's what isn't at its, well, maybe not at its best, because that can get ugly, and maybe it did, but don't you think that's what social media could be
I do
good
not
for?
think Twitter is for discussions of any sort. No, I think it's a terrible medium for discussing.
I agree with that.
Facebook, great for yelling at people.
Yeah, Twitter's like skywriting. You write it in the sky and it blows away, and let that be the end of it.
Yeah, and if you feel differently, then you tweet differently. Yeah. You don't have to tell a guy he's wrong on Twitter.
Or you could. I mean, I'm not going to stop
but
you.
He'll block your ass.
Yeah, I mean,
like your name, like your name was Lego.
But isn't that a couple steps better than just hashtag that awkward moment and that kind of stuff?
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
There's some. I think it's at least creating some discussion, even if it was abruptly
it's not creating good discussion. It's creating very vitriolic, disjointed, hard to follow discussion that probably drives people against each other
But
more than it brings them together.
I really want to know what the fucking tweet was, because I bet you $1 million your tweet was dickish.
It was, I mean, obviously.
It was
months
not
ago.
fucking. You were not George Plimpton going like, no, have you considered this?
He's wearing a Celtic shirt. You know it was fucking
Spencer
dickish,
would
man.
not block you.
I'm from Boston.
He didn't
Yeah,
block
of
you
course.
because you were like, oh, have you considered this, or that you
don't-
made a boo boo.
I can't quote it verbatim, but I can pretty much tell you what it said. He quoted the thing that's, like you said, he was fully truthful about what Martin Luther King said. When nothing else riots, all that's left, and it'll have to do, basically. That's also not verbatim. But
No, it's not. I never claimed it was.
and then I said, I'm not sure he would have really said.
'Cause the FBI
he had
murdered
gone
him.
to it. And then I said, I'm not
You
sure.
said,
that's-
wait, sorry, what, you said you're not sure that he would have.
That's exactly what he was saying, and then Spencer said, "Fuck off, man," and some other stuff. And then
Did you say fuck off, man?
I might have. I'm not
remember.
I don't know.
All right.
Mark,
No, I
Mark,
know it looks bad 'cause I know-
what's your Twitter handle so we can all follow you and then block you the next day?
do you really want me to plug it?
Do you have? You don't have to. You don't
I mean,
have to.
almost as a social experiment, I'd like to see what kind of tweets I
Sure.
can send.
It's totally up to you.
It's at Not Penny's Boat, but the O's are zeros.
At Mumble.
It's a lost
Mumble,
reference.
Mumble.
It's not.
At
12 people
Norman
got
is
it.
Bow. What?
At Not Penny's Boat.
All right.
So that's
But the
at
O's are
N0TPENNYSB0AT.
Yep. Yeah, that's it.
All right.
All right. Well, thank you.
Yeah,
and
thank you,
yeah.
Mark, everybody,
You guys
Mark,
can now
thank you,
follow
sir.
him.
He deserved it.
And if he makes sense to you, you could like petition Spencer.
Hey,
maybe.
man, I don't want ill will. Like I said, I block people on Twitter just because I don't want to feel bad.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah.
You're like me.
Yeah, Devin Faraci, he gets a lot of Twitter hate. He was yelling, "Oh, you think that blocking people who shoot abuse at you is creating an echo chamber? Why don't I come and stop your house from being an echo chamber by calling your kids pieces of shit every single second of the day?"
Yeah.
It's valid.
Well, why does anybody on Twitter get on Twitter?
For me,
So does everyone? Is Twitter like
pug pictures.
Is the slogan of Twitter? Hey, confront your
Heroes.
self.
Confront your heroes.
Confront your hypocrisy. Get on Twitter. That's why everyone's on Twitter, right? Because it's a big opportunity to be told you're a piece of shit, right? That's why everyone with 130 followers gets on Twitter, because they love hearing that they're a big, giant piece of shit every day.
And just to be clear, that's not this guy's crime. He was much more reasonable.
No, I'm sure, yeah, no.
I find that Twitter is the perfect place to tell me that they don't like what I'm doing with Teen Wolf on MTV.